Welcome to LegendaryZComics. Today we'll explore an exciting theory that's taken the Marvel fandom by storm. How could Iron Man, one of the most iconic heroes in the MCU, possibly become Doctor Doom, one of its greatest villains? Let's dive into this intriguing possibility. Iron Man But what if his story doesn't end with sacrifice? Multiverse theory in the MCU has opened doors to numerous possibilities, including alternate versions of Tony Stark. Just imagine a reality where Stark's obsession with control and order turns him into the feared Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is known as one of Marvel's most powerful and complex villains. Not just a conqueror, Doom is a scientific genius and sorcerer, making him a significant threat to the entire Marvel universe. Here's where things get interesting. In the comics, Doom often walks the line between hero and villain, believing that only he can bring order to a chaotic world, something that Stark might find compelling in an alternate universe. Marvel could easily explore an alternate Earth where Tony Stark, driven by his desire to protect humanity, takes on Doom's persona to enforce his vision of peace and order. His obsession with control could lead him to become a ruler rather than a protector. In the upcoming MCU phases, with the introduction of the Fantastic Four and multiverse madness, the potential for Stark becoming Doom could come to life. Imagine Stark finding the mystical side of Doom's powers combined with his technological genius. This combination would make him one of the most dangerous figures across a multiverse, much like Doom is in the comics. Alternatively, Doctor Doom's origins could be tied to Stark's technology falling into the wrong hands, or Stark himself going down a dark path in a different timeline, where his intentions, though noble at first, lead to a dictatorial rule. In reality, it would be an internal battle for the soul of Tony Stark. Could he ever find redemption? Or would the power and control that Doom offers be too much for even Stark to resist? The idea of Tony Stark becoming Doctor Doom in the MCU is both terrifying and fascinating. It would be a massive twist for the character's legacy and could set up some of the most epic showdowns we've ever seen. What do you think? Could Iron Man really become Doctor Doom in an alternate universe? Let me know in the comments below. Welcome to LegendaryZComics. Today we're diving into one of the most debated superhero showdowns, Superman, the beacon of hope from DC Comics, versus Homelander, the dark and twisted protector from the boys. Who would win in this battle of gods? Superman is the pinnacle of power in the DC universe. Raised on Earth but born on Krypton, the yellow sun gives him abilities far beyond those of mortal men. He's virtually indestructible, faster than a speeding bullet. and his heat vision can slice through almost anything. But what truly makes Superman stand out isn't just his power, it's his unyielding moral compass. Superman is driven by a sense of justice and a belief in doing what's right, no matter the cost. Beyond physical strength, Superman's invulnerability, super speed, flight, X-ray vision, and heat vision give him a near-complete set of powers that make him almost impossible to beat. His only weaknesses are kryptonite and magic, but in a fight against someone like Homelander, who doesn't wield those specific abilities, Superman has the upper hand in terms of raw. On the other hand, we have Homelander, the symbol of corporate manufactured heroism gone wrong. Homelander may not be as morally sound as Superman, but he has many of the same abilities: super strength, flight, heat vision, and invulnerability. But what sets Homelander apart is his ruthlessness. He's not bound by the same ethics as Superman, and wouldn't hesitate to use lethal force from the start. Homelander has no weaknesses like kryptonite, but his arrogance and unstable mind are his greatest flaws. Homelander is terrifying in his unpredictability. He doesn't fight with honor or restraint, which could make him even more dangerous to someone like Superman, who has always held back to protect those around him. The battle between these two would be legendary, but how would it go down? Homelander, knowing Superman's reputation as the ultimate hero, would likely start off by testing his strength, using brutal attacks with no concern for collateral damage. His heat vision would clash with Superman's, lighting up the sky in a destructive show of power. But Superman, with his years of experience, would quickly assess Homelander's lack of discipline. With his superior speed and tactical mind, Superman would likely outmaneuver Homelander, dodging attacks while taking precise shots. Homelander, relying mostly on brute force and fear tactics, would find himself struggling against Superman's superior combat skills. However, the fight could take a dangerous turn if Homelander uses innocent people as bait, something Superman would never allow. This is where the true difference between the two lies. While Superman holds himself back to protect others, Homelander would see this as an advantage. Could Homelander force Superman to go beyond his usual restraint? Could Homelander exploit Superman's moral code, or would the sheer power difference be too much for him to overcome? In the end, Superman's superior strength, speed, and tactical mind would likely give him the victory. He would defeat Homelander not just physically, but morally, showing why he's the true symbol of hope. In conclusion, while Homelander might be able to catch Superman off guard with his brutality, Superman's experience, power, and unshakable resolve would ultimately lead him to victory. What do you think? Could Homelander actually stand a chance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Welcome to LegendaryZComics. Today we explore an intense battle between the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and the god of the symbiotes, Null. Can Peter Parker stand a chance against a cosmic being that controls all symbiotes? Let's dive in. Spider-Man is more than just a street-level hero. Peter Parker has taken on villains far stronger than himself and come out on top. His strength, agility, spider sense, and intelligence make him an unpredictable and resilient fighter. His bond with the symbiote Venom adds an interesting dynamic to his fight with Null, since Null is the creator of all symbiotes. Parker has proven time and time again that his resolve is unmatched. He's fought beings like Morlun, Carnage, and even Thanos, but Null. This is a different kind of challenge altogether. Null is a cosmic being of immense power, the original creator of the symbiotes, and has abilities that far exceed normal superhuman limits. He's battled gods like Thor and slain celestials. Null can manipulate darkness, control symbiotes, and has a cosmic weapon known as the all-black Necrosword, which can obliterate almost anything. Null's connection to the symbiote hive mind gives him the ability to control symbiotes, including Venom. When Spider-Man wears the black suit, Null can attempt to control him, making this battle even more personal and dangerous for Peter. Spider-Man swings into action against Null, but the odds are overwhelmingly against him. Null's sheer power dwarfs anything Peter has faced before. Null can summon symbiote creatures to overwhelm Spider-Man, and his dark abilities make even Peter's spider sense almost useless. In a desperate move, Peter taps into the Venom symbiote, trying to gain any edge possible. However, Null uses his control over the symbiote to turn it against Spider-Man. Peter struggles, losing ground as Null unleashes symbiote tendrils, dark energy blasts, and the raw power of the Necrosword. Just when all seems lost, Peter manages to exploit Null's arrogance. Using his scientific intellect, Peter weakens Null's connection to the symbiotes with a specialized sonic device he created. This gives him just enough of a window to land a powerful hit, temporarily pushing Null back. But the battle is far from over. The fight between Spider-Man and Null is a true David vs. Goliath struggle. Peter Parker is outmatched in power, but his heart, mind, and will to protect Earth push him to fight on. While Null's cosmic powers make him an almost unbeatable foe, Peter's tactical brilliance and sheer determination allow him to survive another day. But in the end, Null is still out there, waiting for his next chance to conquer all life. What do you think? Could Spider-Man ever truly defeat Null? Welcome back to LegendaryZComics. In today's breakdown, we're diving into a battle of gods: Null, the god of the symbiotes, vs Loki, the god of mischief. It's a battle of power vs cunning, cosmic horror vs trickster chaos. Who will come out on top? Null is no ordinary villain. He's the original creator of the symbiotes and possesses cosmic-level abilities. Null's power is derived from the primordial void, and he wields the all-black Necrosword, a weapon capable of slaying gods and even celestials. His darkness spreads like a plague, enveloping entire planets and life forms. But it's not just his strength that makes him dangerous. Null is a master manipulator, able to control symbiotes and bend them to his will, making him a threat on both the physical and psychological level. Loki, on the other hand, relies less on brute force and more on trickery and illusion. As the adopted brother of Thor, Loki has always found himself living in the shadows, which led him down the path of mischief. However, Loki is much more than just a trickster. His magic and wit make him one of the most dangerous beings in the Marvel Universe. Loki's power lies in his unpredictability. With magic that can create illusions, teleport, and even alter reality, Loki could find a way to outmaneuver Null if he plays his cards right. In their confrontation, Null would no doubt overwhelm Loki with his symbiotic army and cosmic powers. The god of the symbiotes would rain darkness down on Loki, attempting to suffocate the god of mischief. But Loki wouldn't go down without a fight. Using his illusionary magic, Loki would try to deceive Null, tricking him into thinking he's won. Null, being a being of arrogance, might fall for Loki's tricks momentarily. But Null's connection to the symbiote could allow him to see through Loki's magic, leading to an epic struggle of cunning and power. As the battle escalates, Loki might even tap into some ancient Asgardian magic, trying to gain an upper hand. But Null's Necros word would be a devastating counter, with one strike potentially killing Loki. However, Loki's quick thinking might save him just in time. Leaving the question, could Loki find a way to defeat Null, or is the god of the symbiotes truly unstoppable? In the end, Null's raw power might give him the upper hand, but Loki's ability to manipulate and outwit his opponents means this battle would be anything but straightforward. While Null might overpower Loki in sheer strength, the god of mischief has a tendency to surprise even the mightiest foes. Who do you think would win this epic showdown? Let us know in the comments below. Welcome back to LegendaryZComics. Today we're diving into an epic battle between two of the most powerful cosmic beings in the multiverse, Null, the god of the symbiotes, and Darkseid, the ruler of Apocalypse. It's the ultimate showdown, Marvel vs DC at the highest level. Null is no ordinary villain. He's the primordial god who existed before the universe was created. He is the one who created the symbiotes, forging the all-black Necros word and laying waste to gods, celestials and planets, with his ability to control the symbiote hive mind. Null can turn entire civilizations into his army. His connection to the darkness gives him cosmic-level abilities that transcend physical and mental limits. Null's defining weapon, the Necros word, is not just a weapon, it's a universe-killing entity. It consumes everything in its path, and even celestials like Ego, the living planet, fell before it. Null has made a name for himself as the true god of darkness, and his thirst for control over the universe is unmatched. On the other side, we have Darkseid, arguably the most feared being in the entire DC universe, as the ruler of Apocalypse. Darkseid is the embodiment of tyranny and destruction. His ultimate goal is to find the anti-life equation and gain control over all sentient beings. But Darkseid doesn't need the equation to be powerful. His strength, endurance, and intelligence make him a virtually unbeatable opponent. Darkseid's Omega Beams are one of his most iconic abilities, capable of erasing beings from existence or trapping them in the Omega sanction of fate worse than death. His raw power and control over the new gods make him a multiversal threat, capable of challenging and overpowering even the strongest heroes and gods. The battle between Null and Darkseid would be nothing short of apocalyptic. Null's control over symbiotes would undoubtedly give him an edge at the start, as he could swarm Darkseid with his army. But Darkseid's Omega beams would obliterate these minions instantly, cutting through them like paper. Null's Necrosword, capable of killing gods, would clash with Darkseid's overwhelming strength and invulnerability. Darkseid might appear physically unstoppable, but Null's cosmic control and the ability to manipulate the void could force Darkseid to rely on his cunning and Omega sanction. But even Darkseid could find himself in trouble if he's infected by Null's symbiotes, potentially turning him into Null's weapon. As the fight escalates, Darkseid's intellect would come into play, possibly using the boom tubes or tapping into the anti-life equation to weaken Null's influence. The Necrosword would prove difficult to counter, but Darkseid is no stranger to facing world-ending weapons. In the final moments, it would be a contest of endurance who can outlast the other. Could Null's darkness consume even a being as powerful as Darkseid, or would Darkseid's unstoppable willpower break Null's control? This would be a fight of pure cosmic chaos, where no world, dimension, or universe is safe. In the end, it's hard to say who would truly win Null's overwhelming symbiotic control. Welcome to LegendaryZComics. Today we dive into one of the most intense rivalries in Marvel history: Iron Man vs. Dr. Doom. Both geniuses, both armored, but driven by very different motives. Let's break down how a clash between these two titans would play out. Iron Man, aka Tony Stark, is a technological genius who created the most advanced suit of armor the world has ever seen. His suits give him flight, super strength, and a host of offensive and defensive capabilities, from repulsor blasts to missiles. Stark's mind is his greatest weapon. He's always innovating, adapting his technology to overcome his opponents. But beyond his armor, Tony's intelligence, his ability to strategize on the fly, and his leadership make him a formidable foe. He's faced cosmic beings and fought alongside the Avengers, which makes him battle-tested in ways that few others are. Dr. Doom, Victor Von Doom, is not just a technological genius like Stark, he's also a master of sorcery. His armor rivals Iron Man's, providing him super strength, energy projection, and durability. But it's Doom's unique combination of science and magic that sets him apart. He can cast spells, open portals to other dimensions, and control the forces of the universe itself. Doom's intellect is on par with Stark's, but he also has a godlike will to dominate, and his ultimate ambition to rule the world drives him to extremes. He's even taken on the Beyonder's power at one point. So he's no stranger to going beyond conventional limits. Let's imagine these two colliding. The battle starts with both in their armors, exchanging blasts of energy. Stark's advanced weapons systems try to lock onto Doom, but Doom's mystical shields block and deflect them. Stark adjusts, unleashing a series of strategic attacks, but Doom counters, using sorcery to manipulate the battlefield, warping reality itself to gain the upper hand. As the battle intensifies, Stark realizes that he must think outside of the box. He taps into a fusion of technology and magic, creating a device designed specifically to disrupt Doom's spells. But Doom, ever the strategist, anticipated this move and counters with a spell that targets Stark's AI system, temporarily shutting down J.R.V.I.S. in the final act. Stark uses one of his most powerful suits, the Godbuster armor, to go head-to-head with Doom's mystical might. The battle reaches its climax with both fighters pushing their abilities to the limits. But in the end, it's not just about power, it's about who can outsmart the other. Tony, with his innovative mind and heroic drive, finds a way to outmaneuver Doom using his own sorcery against him. Doom is forced to retreat, swearing revenge, while Stark is left victorious. Though barely standing, this battle shows us that while both Iron Man and Dr. Doom are geniuses in their own right, it's their core values that ultimately define them. Doom fights for domination, while Stark fights for a better world. In this instance, that moral edge is what gives Iron Man the upper hand. But with Doom, you can be sure that the next encounter will be even more dangerous.
और इन दोनों ने ही मार्वल यूनिवर्स के अंदर ऐसे इन्वेंशंस को इन्वेंट कर रखा है जिनके बारे में मार्वल के दूसरे कैरेक्टर्स सोच तक नहीं पाए हैं। इसके साथ ही इन दोनों के पास अपना खुद का आर्मर है जिसे पहन के
Welcome back to LegendaryZComics. Today we dive into one of the most fascinating and unexpected battles in Marvel Comics' Kang the Conqueror vs. Null, the god of symbiotes. These two titans of time and darkness are on a collision course. And the results could change the Marvel multiverse forever. Let's break it down. Kang the Conqueror is one of the most fearsome villains in the Marvel universe. He's a time-traveling warlord with advanced technology, mastery of the multiverse, and endless versions of himself throughout time. Kang's strength doesn't come from physical power, but from his intellect and ability to manipulate timelines to gain the upper hand. Kang uses his access to advanced weaponry from various timelines to face threats no one else can. Against Null, he would pull out all the stops, possibly summoning other versions of himself from different timelines, creating an army of Null, the primordial god of darkness. Is the creator of the symbiotes. He wields the all-black, the Necrosword, which is capable of slaying gods. His dominion over darkness and symbiotes gives him unparalleled power, allowing him to corrupt and control beings across the galaxy. Null's sheer ferocity and his desire to consume all light in the universe make him a terrifying force. Against Kang, Null's main advantage is his raw power and his connection to the symbiote hive. The Necrosword has felled celestial beings before, and it could easily tear through the temporal barriers Kang creates. The battle starts with Kang arriving from a future timeline, prepared to alter reality itself to stop Null. Kang uses his mastery over time to avoid Null's initial attacks, dodging the Necrosword with the help of his advanced technology. Null counters by sending waves of symbiote constructs after Kang, but Kang's temporal shielding holds UP. The real challenge comes when Kang tries to outsmart Null. He uses his knowledge of alternate timelines to predict Null's moves, but the symbiote god's ancient power is unpredictable. Null strikes Kang, infecting his armor with symbiote tendrils, but Kang is ready. He calls in reinforcements, versions of himself from other timelines. Now it's Kang's army vs. Null and his symbiotes. The battle tears through the very fabric of space-time, with Null corrupting multiple versions of Kang. But just as Null thinks he has the upper hand, Kang reveals his ultimate weapon, a future symbiote deterrent device that can nullify Null's control over the symbiotes. The tables turn, and Kang uses his intellect to banish Null into a different timeline, though not without cost. Kang's victory is bittersweet as the multiverse trembles from the battle. The fight between Kang and Null is a battle of time vs. darkness. While Kang may have outsmarted Null this time, the symbiote god's return is inevitable. Will Kang be able to hold off Null in the long run? Or will the god of symbiotes return stronger than ever? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to LegendaryZComics for more epic battles like this. Welcome to LegendaryZComics. Today we are diving into one of the most anticipated battles in Marvel history: Thor, the god of thunder vs. Null, the god of symbiotes. This fight is a clash between two cosmic powers, and the outcome might shake the very foundations of the universe. Let's break down their abilities and see how this epic battle. Thor, the Prince of Asgard, wields Mjolnir, a weapon imbued with the power of the gods. His strength is unrivaled in the 9 realms, and he commands lightning, thunder, and godly energy. Thor's ability to control the weather, combined with his combat skills, makes him one of the most powerful Avengers. In his fight with Null, Thor taps into the full power of the All-Father, unleashing storms of unprecedented magnitude. But Thor's true power lies in his determination and the responsibility he feels to protect the realms. Even if it means facing gods like Null. Null is the ancient god who created the symbiotes. His power over darkness and symbiotes is near limitless, wielding the Necrosword, forged from living darkness. Null has slain gods and consumed entire worlds. His army of symbiotes spreads terror across the cosmos. In his clash with Thor, Null's greatest advantage is the Necrosword, capable of cutting through any material and even divine beings. Null's command of the symbiote army and his ability to manipulate darkness make him a fearsome adversary for the god of thunder. The battle begins with Thor summoning a mighty storm, lightning crashing down as he charges at Null with Mjolnir in hand. But Null, with the Necrosword, slices through the lightning like it's nothing. The two gods exchange blows, creating shockwaves that ripple through the cosmos. Null strikes Thor with tendrils of darkness, but Thor counters by summoning the power of the Odin Force. The sky tears apart as Thor channels the full might of Asgard. For a brief moment, it looks like Thor might overwhelm Null, but Null uses the Necrosword to corrupt Mjolnir, infusing it with symbiote energy. Thor, undeterred, taps into his inner strength, wielding both the storm and his unbreakable will. The two continue to clash in a storm of cosmic energy and darkness, neither gaining the upper hand for long. In the end, it's Thor's relentless courage that tips the scales. He unleashes a final, devastating bolt of godly lightning, striking Null and temporarily shattering his hold on the symbiote army. But even this doesn't destroy Null completely. The god of darkness retreats, leaving Thor battered but victorious for now. Thor vs. Null was a battle for the ages, but even with Thor's immense power and the Odin Force, Null remains an ever-present threat to the universe. Do you think Thor can stop Null for good in the future? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to LegendaryZComics for more epic breakdowns of Marvel's most powerful battles. Welcome back, true believers. Today we dive into one of the most epic battles in Marvel history, Thanos Force. Can all imagine the Mad Titan, the wielder of the Infinity Stones, going head-to-head with Null, the god of symbiotes and creator of the Necros word. Both villains are forces of cosmic destruction, but who truly holds the upper hand in this clash of titans? Let's start with Thanos. We've seen him at his peak with the Infinity Gauntlet, where he wiped out half of all life in the universe with just a snap. But even without the stones, Thanos is no pushover. He possesses immense strength, a genius-level intellect, and combat experience that spans millennia. His obsession with death has driven him to amass unimaginable power, making him one of the deadliest beings in the Marvel Universe. Now, Null is a whole other level of menace. This primordial being existed long before the universe was born. His mastery over the symbiotes gives him the ability to control the dark forces of creation, and the Necros word, which he created, is capable of cutting through anything, even cosmic entities. Knull's connection to the symbiote hive mind gives him a terrifying advantage. He controls legions of symbiotes across galaxies. The battle between Thanos and Knull would be unlike anything we've seen. Imagine Thanos launching his most devastating attacks, only to be met with Null's shadowy symbiote tendrils. The fight would be brutal, with Thanos relying on raw strength and his strategic mind, while Null would use his cosmic-level powers to overwhelm. The Necros word would be a major threat to Thanos, but could his vast experience help him counter it? The real question here is, can even the Mad Titan survive Null's godlike wrath? So, who really has the edge? Thanos' resilience is legendary. He's survived attacks from the likes of Odin and the Avengers. But Knull's ancient powers go beyond anything Thanos has ever faced. While Thanos' strength and intellect are unparalleled, Knull's control over darkness and symbiotes could overwhelm even the Mad Titan. The battle might come down to whether or not Thanos could withstand Knull's all-encompassing control of the symbiotes and his Necros word's god-slaying power. In the end, this fight would likely result in universal-scale destruction. While Thanos is a mastermind and a warrior, Knull's ancient godlike abilities may be just too much to handle. But one thing's for sure, a battle of this magnitude would leave the Marvel Universe forever changed. Let me know in the comments who you think would win, Thanos or Null. And don't forget to subscribe for more epic comic battles. Welcome back, comic fans. Today we're diving into the action-packed Thunderbolts trailer. Get ready as we dissect every frame and uncover the mysteries surrounding Marvel's darkest team. The trailer kicks off with Yelena Belova, who's clearly struggling to fill the shoes of her sister, Natasha Romanoff. There's a lot riding on Yelena as the new face of the Black Widow legacy. With her troubled past and complex emotions, the question remains, will she truly lead this group or break under the pressure? Next up, Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. We've watched him evolve from a brainwashed assassin to a man searching for peace. However, the trailer is intense. But can we really trust him? The shot where he grips the shield looks foreboding, almost as if he's going to make a tough decision. Could betrayal be on the horizon? Ghost's presence in the trailer raises a lot of questions. The last time we saw her, she was on the run after Ant-Man and the Wasp. Is she being forced to work with this group? Or is she seeking a cure for her quantum instability? Her erratic phasing through walls hints that her abilities might be more uncontrollable than ever. Another exciting reveal is Red Guardian, who injects humor and heart into the group. But make no mistake, he's a formidable fighter. In one scene, we see him clashing with US Agent, two super soldiers with different ideologies. This could hint at a deeper conflict within the team. A moment to highlight is the mention of Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Her influence over this team cannot be understated. Her shady dealings in Falcon and the Winter Soldier showed she's assembling a team for something big. Could she be the puppet master behind everything? What are her real motives? We also see a government facility in the trailer that hints at some dark experimentation. Could this be where the Thunderbolts are being trained? Or is it something more sinister? There's a blink and you'll miss its shot of new tech being developed. Could this connect to armor wars or even secret invasion? The action sequences are intense, But it's the quieter moments that are key. A scene of the team in civilian clothes, sitting in silence, suggests that they're not just fighting external battles, but internal ones too. The dynamic between Bucky and Yelena, in particular, seems to hint at a reluctant alliance. Marvel fans, this trailer sets the stage for a darker, more conflicted team than we've seen before. From Yelena's leadership struggle to Bucky's quest for redemption, and US agents' potential betrayal, the Thunderbolts promise a story full of moral ambiguity. The question remains, will they become the heroes the world needs, or will they bring chaos? Let me know your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome back to LegendaryZComics. Today we're deep diving into one of the most thrilling elements in the MCU Iron Man suit-ups. Tony Stark's journey is one of resilience, innovation, and sacrifice, with each suit revealing another side of his genius and personality. So let's take a closer look at the top 10 most iconic suit-ups that have defined Iron Man's legacy. Mark I Birth of Iron Man. The Mark I suit is the ultimate symbol of Tony's survival instinct and genius. Built under dire conditions in a cave using only available scraps, this armor marks Tony's first transformation into Iron Man. Despite its limited weapons and bulky design, it showcased the raw potential of Stark's intellect, sparking his journey as a hero. This suit isn't just metal, it's his resilience in physical form. Mark I defining the Iron Man look. The Mark I was the first true Iron Man suit designed after Tony escaped captivity. This is where he achieves the classic red and gold look, a nod to the powerful persona Tony's crafting. Equipped with a stronger flight system, weapons, and a polished finish, the Mark I is where Stark finally steps into the superhero world, showing us the iconic, sleek Iron Man look we know today. Mark V, the suitcase armor. The Mark V made its debut in Iron Man 2 during the racetrack battle, revolutionizing what an on-the-go suit could look like. Tony designs this one for emergencies, knowing he won't always have time for a full suit-up. With its quick deployment and compact design, the Mark V marked Tony's readiness to confront threats anytime, anywhere. It was a groundbreaking moment that left fans stunned, forever redefining how we viewed superhero transformations. Mark V the Battle of New York armor. The Mark V I deployed during the Battle of New York is where we first see Tony using a suit that automatically attaches to him in midair. This suit is more battle-ready than previous versions, equipped with improved thrusters and weapons tailored to an intense combat environment. It reflects Tony's growing awareness of the larger threats facing humanity and his readiness to confront them head-on. Mark XLII, the remote control suit. The Mark XLII, seen in Iron Man 3, is a highly experimental suit. What makes it unique is that it's Tony's first attempt at creating an armor he can summon piece by piece remotely, highlighting his drive to make his tech more versatile and efficient. Although it has glitches, it shows Tony's ability to push boundaries, reflecting his obsession with refining his tech after the trauma of the Avengers. Hulkbuster, the powerhouse suit. The Hulkbuster, designed specifically for extreme situations, is one of Stark's most intense creations. Officially called Veronica in Avengers Age of Ultron, it was created in case the Hulk ever went rogue. It's incredibly powerful and built to withstand the Hulk's strength, with additional parts that can regenerate mid-battle. It showcases Tony's foresight, his commitment to protecting others even against his own allies if necessary, and his desire to prepare for any situation. Mark XLV, the Sokovia battle armor. The Mark XLV, seen in Avengers Age of Ultron, is one of Stark's most advanced suits at the time. With an even more streamlined design, it's equipped to handle the intense conflict in Sokovia, with improved durability and combat capabilities. This suit embodies Stark's resolve to take responsibility for the destruction his inventions caused, showing him ready to make amends and protect humanity. Mark XLVI Civil War suit in Captain America Civil War. The Mark XLVI reflects Tony's position on the Sokovia Accords and his growing sense of accountability. This suit is sleeker and highly responsive, symbolizing Tony's personal evolution and his readiness to make hard choices. It's also packed with new features such as a missile deployment system and stronger thrusters, enhancing Tony's fighting abilities as he faces off against people he once called friends. The nanotech suit seen in Avengers Infinity War, the Mark L was a game changer in Stark's suit design. It's composed of nanotech, allowing it to form weapons and change shape instantly. The suit emanates Tony's dedication to protecting the universe from the likes of Thanos, showing how far he's come in his tech advancements. The suit represents Tony's response to ever-growing threats, giving him unparalleled adaptability and protection. The Mark LXXXV seen in Hey guys, welcome back to another breakdown. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Marvel symbiotes. If you thought Venom was the only one, think again. There's an entire family of symbiotes with their own unique stories and powers. In today's video, we'll explore all of the major symbiotes in the Marvel Universe and how they connect to the upcoming Venom 3 movie. So let's jump into it. Clintar, the symbiote race. Before we get into specific characters, let's talk about the Clintar, the alien species from which all symbiotes come. Created by the Dark God Null, these creatures were originally designed as weapons to conquer worlds. Over time, they've become more complex, with some becoming villains and others, like Venom, turning into anti-heroes. Understanding the origins of the Clintar is key to grasping how symbiotes function in the Marvel Universe. Key comic moments: Null creating the first symbiote sword, the rise of the symbiote empire, Venom, the lethal protector. No symbiote discussion is complete without Venom. Starting off as Spider-Man's enemy, Venom has evolved into one of Marvel's most iconic anti-heroes. While Eddie Brock is the most famous host, many others have bonded with Venom, including Flash Thompson, Mac Gargan, and even Anne Wayne. In Venom 3, we expect to see Venom face new challenges, likely tying into the larger symbiote mythology. Key comic moments: Eddie Brock's transformation into Venom, Venom's evolution into an anti-hero during the Lethal Protector era, Carnage the purest evil. If Venom is an anti-hero, Carnage is pure villainy. Bonded with the psychopathic killer Cletus Kasady, Carnage is one of Marvel's deadliest threats. His symbiote is even more dangerous than Venom's, with the ability to create weapons from his body. In recent years, Carnage has taken on a more cosmic role, becoming a major player in events like Absolute Carnage and King in Black. Key comic moments: Carnage's first appearance and battle with Spider-Man.
The epic showdown between Carnage and Venom in Maximum Carnage.
Toxin, the strongest symbiote. Toxin is the offspring of Carnage and is widely considered one of the most powerful symbiotes in the Marvel Universe. Bonded with police officer Patrick Mulligan, Toxin has shown both heroic and villainous traits, often struggling to maintain control over his symbiote. Key comic moments. Toxin's internal battle between good and evil. His clashes with both Venom and Carnage. Scream, the forgotten symbiote. Scream is one of the 5 symbiotes forcibly spawned from Venom during the Lethal Protector storyline. She's one of the most prominent female symbiotes and has a striking yellow and red appearance. Scream's journey is full of tragedy, often struggling with her violent nature, but she's played a key role in recent symbiote-related storylines. Key comic moments. Scream's rebellion against her creators. Her battles alongside Venom in recent comics. Anti-Venom the Cure. Unlike most symbiotes, Anti-Venom isn't destructive. When Eddie Brock is cured of cancer, remnants of his symbiote bond with his white blood cells to create Anti-Venom. This new form has healing abilities and can even cure people of other symbiotes, making him a unique character in the symbiote family. Key comic moment. Anti-Venom's creation during the New Ways to Die arc. His role in healing others from symbiote infections. Hybrid, a fusion of symbiotes. Hybrid is a combination of 4 symbiotes that were originally created by the Life Foundation. These symbiotes, Riot, Phage, Lasher, and Agony, merged to form Hybrid, a more complex and powerful being. While Hybrid has yet to gain as much attention as Venom or Carnage, it's a fascinating fusion symbiote. Key comic moments. Hybrid's battles with both Venom and Spider-Man. His fight for survival against Carnage. The Venom movie symbiote. Riot is best known for his appearance in the first Venom movie, where he's portrayed as the leader of the symbiotes trying to invade Earth. In the comics, Riot was one of the Life Foundation symbiotes, and while he's not as well developed as Venom or Carnage, he's still a powerful foe with incredible strength. Key comic moments. Riot's role in the Venom movie. His battle against Venom in the Life Foundation storyline. Null, the god of symbiotes. We mentioned Null earlier, but he deserves his own section. As the creator of all symbiotes, Null is the ultimate villain in their mythology. He wields the all-black Necrosword, the first symbiote, and has waged war across the cosmos. Null's presence looms large over the entire symbiote race, and with the rise of the symbiotic god, we've seen the scope of Venom's world grow dramatically. Key comic moments. Null's battle with Venom in King in Black. His creation of the symbiote race. Venom's offspring. Sleeper is one of Venom's offspring and represents a more peaceful side of the symbiote family. Unlike his siblings, Sleeper is less violent and prefers a more strategic approach, using stealth and intelligence to achieve his goals. He's a relatively new addition to the symbiote lore, but he's quickly becoming a fan favorite. Key comic moments. Sleeper's role in recent Venom comics. His unique abilities, including the power of invisibility. And that's a wrap on our breakdown of Marvel's most iconic symbiotes. From Venom and Carnage to newer characters like Sleeper, the symbiote family has grown into one of the most complex parts of the Marvel Universe. With Venom 3 on the horizon, we can't wait to see how these characters evolve on the big screen. Which symbiote is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Marvel breakdowns. Hey comic lovers, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more epic content. Stay tuned for more amazing comic stories right here on LegendaryZComics. Welcome back, Marvel fans. Imagine a world where the god of symbiotes, Null, meets his match. Today on LegendaryZComics, we're diving deep into the top 10 most powerful weapons that could actually bring Null to his knees. From cosmic swords to enchanted artifacts, let's look at the most potent weapons in the Marvel Universe that might defeat this dark deity. Ebony Blade. Our list starts with the Ebony Blade. Wielded by the Black Knight, this blade is forged from a meteorite and is linked to powerful magic. Known for cutting through nearly anything, it even has the ability to resist Null's own weapon, the All Black. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. Next is Mjolnir, Thor's mighty hammer. More than just a weapon, Mjolnir has cosmic properties, allowing it to harness thunder and lightning. This weapon can inflict severe damage on Null, as we've seen it repel symbiote-based attacks in the past. The Necrosword, Null's own creation. Interestingly, Null's own Necrosword is one of the few weapons that could destroy him. Created from living darkness, this sword has already proven its worth by killing cosmic beings and even gods. If someone managed to wrest it from Null, it might be the perfect weapon against him. The Phoenix Blade. Enter the Phoenix Blade. Imbued with the energy of the Phoenix Force, this cosmic entity represents life and rebirth, a power capable of annihilating Null's essence. In the hands of a powerful wielder, the Phoenix Blade could pose a serious threat to Null's existence. The God-Killer Armor. Moving on to the God-Killer Armor, built by the ancient aspirants. Originally created to combat Celestials, this massive suit of armor can take down some of the most powerful beings in the universe. In theory, its strength and durability could counter Null's powers. The Odin Sword. The Odin Sword, a weapon from Asgard, is said to contain the energy to end entire realms. It holds Asgardian enchantments strong enough to harm cosmic entities, making it one of the few weapons capable of truly harming Null. The Darkhold. The Darkhold. The Darkhold, often referred to as the Book of the Damned, contains dark magic potent enough to counteract Null's influence. Wielders of the Darkhold can summon spells that could challenge Null's power at its core. Section. Silver Surfer's Cosmic Board. While unconventional, the Cosmic Board of the Silver Surfer, fused with the power cosmic, can generate energy blasts powerful enough to weaken beings like Null. The board's versatility and the Surfer's mastery over cosmic energy make it a formidable weapon against the God of Symbiotes. Section 9. The Eye of Agamotto. One of the mystical artifacts of Dr. Strange, the Eye of Agamotto contains ancient spells that can counter dark forces. While not typically offensive, its mystical properties could weaken Null's dark essence and potentially drain his power. The Sword of Superman. Lastly, the Sword of Superman. Though a DC weapon, this legendary sword is said to possess multiversal abilities. If ever crossed into Marvel, this sword could theoretically counter Null's influence on a universal scale. But in the Marvel Universe, equivalent items like the Infinity Gauntlet might have similar effects. Hey comic lovers, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more epic content. Stay tuned for more amazing comic stories right here on LegendaryZComics. Marvel fans, brace yourselves. LegendaryZComics here with some jaw-dropping updates. We've got news on Spider-Man 4, Deadpool setting records, and a potential Venom vs. Null showdown that could shift the entire Marvel universe. Stay tuned for every detail. This is a breakdown. You won't want to miss. Spider-Man 4 release date and plot possibilities. First up, let's dive into Spider-Man 4. Following the massive success of No Way Home, we know that fans are buzzing with theories on what's next for Peter Parker. While the exact release date isn't confirmed yet, insiders suggest it could hit theaters as early as late 2025. Imagine that, just a few years away until we see Peter back in action. So what can we expect? After the events of No Way Home, Peter's life took a serious turn with no one, not even MJ, remembering him. This could lead to some intense character development for Peter as he explores who he is without the Avengers or even his closest allies. Rumor has it that Spider-Man 4 could take a darker approach, focusing more on Peter's life as a street-level hero. Some popular theories suggest Kraven the Hunter might make an appearance as the main antagonist. In the comics, Kraven's fierce pursuit of Spider-Man makes for an iconic storyline, and it would add a new level of grit and danger to Peter's journey. And if not Kraven, there's also talk of villains like the Scorpion or even Kingpin showing up. Just think of the crossover potential if Peter bumps into Daredevil along the way. Now, with the multiverse having exploded wide open, there's even a small chance we could see previous Spider-Men like Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield appear in cameos or flashbacks. Deadpool 3's record-breaking production and Wolverine's role next. Let's discuss Deadpool 3, which has been breaking records even before its release. Deadpool's entry into the MCU has been one of the most anticipated moments, especially now that he's set to bring Wolverine along for the ride. The reunion of Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine has already made headlines. Sources report that Deadpool 3 has been generating huge excitement with record-breaking budget and production values. And given that it's Deadpool, we can expect a level of satire and humor that's unlike anything we've seen in the MCU. But what's got everyone talking is how Wolverine's story might play out. For fans of the X-Men, this could mean a dive into some of Logan's untold adventures. Will he be a mentor figure for Deadpool? Or are we going to see some classic Deadpool-Wolverine conflict? Either way, it's bound to be hilarious, and we can't wait to see how their relationship plays out in the film Venom vs. Null, the Cosmic Showdown, and now for what might be the most epic battle in Marvel history, Venom vs. Null. For those unfamiliar, Null is the god of symbiotes, the one who created Venom and every other symbiote we know. He's incredibly powerful, a villain who's taken on entire armies of superheroes in the comics. Introducing Null to the Marvel Cinematic Universe would be groundbreaking, as he represents a new tier of threat unlike anything Venom has faced before. Now, in the comics, Null is not just a physical powerhouse, but also a cosmic force, wielding the All-Black, the first symbiote, as a weapon capable of annihilating planets. Null's goal? To spread darkness across the universe, and Venom, though originally a product of Null's dark symbiote empire, has now evolved into an independent entity. This conflict between creator and creation could form the basis for a truly captivating storyline. How does this impact the broader Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, the introduction of cosmic-level villains like Null could lead to other heroes joining the fight against this symbiote god. We could even see Venom teaming up with Spider-Man and other powerful Marvel heroes to save Earth from Null's wrath. Imagine Venom uniting with Spider-Man or even Thor, who's crossed paths with Null's weapon in the comics. The stakes couldn't be higher, and it would be thrilling to watch Venom fight to protect the very universe he once threatened. Additional Marvel rumors and future updates. Before we wrap up, let's cover a few additional rumors floating around. There's word that some beloved characters might make surprise appearances in upcoming Marvel projects. Imagine seeing Ghost Rider, Blade, or the Fantastic Four crossing paths with our favorite heroes soon. With Marvel pushing into more supernatural and cosmic realms, it's possible we'll get these epic team-ups that fans have been dreaming of for years. Closing remarks and engagement, alright. That's a wrap for today's breakdown. Marvel fans, which of these updates are you most excited about? Do you think Null could be the next big villain in the MCU? And what are your theories on Spider-Man 4's storyline? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. And subscribe to LegendaryZComics for more Marvel news, breakdowns, and theories every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey comic lovers, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more epic content. Stay tuned for more amazing comic stories right here on LegendaryZComics. Marvel fans, imagine your favorite heroes completely transformed, new powers, new costumes, and new identities. Today on LegendaryZComics, we're diving into the top 10 Marvel superhero transformations. These aren't just costume swaps, these are game changers. So let's get started, and trust me, some of these will totally blow your mind. Spider-Man symbiote suit. Let's kick it off with one of Spider-Man's most iconic looks, the black symbiote suit. This alien suit enhances his powers but comes with a cost, impacting his personality and actions. This transformation shows a darker, more intense Spider-Man and gives fans an unforgettable twist on Peter Parker Hulk's Professor Hulk form. The Hulk is all about brute strength. But what if he also had Banner's intellect? That's exactly what we get with Professor Hulk. This transformation combines the best of both worlds, Hulk's power and Banner's genius. It's a game changer that shows Hulk can be more than just a rage monster. Iron Man's God Killer armor. Tony Stark has built a lot of impressive suits, but the God Killer armor takes it to a whole new level. Created to take on cosmic entities, this armor isn't just about protection, it's a show of Tony's genius and determination. This transformation reveals the lengths Tony is willing to go to protect Earth. Thor becoming unworthy, Thor losing him Mjolnir was a pivotal moment. When he becomes unworthy, he's stripped of his godly powers and has to reinvent himself. This transformation makes Thor a more grounded character, showing us that even gods have to face self-doubt and find new ways to prove themselves. Captain America is nomad when Steve Rogers abandons the Captain America title. He becomes nomad. This rebellious transformation shows a side of Cap that isn't about the flag or country, but about true justice. It's a critical moment that challenges what it means to be a hero. Jean Grey as the Phoenix. Jean Grey's transformation into the Phoenix is one of the most powerful in Marvel history. With nearly unlimited power, this transformation elevates Jean from an X-Men member to a cosmic force. But it also brings darkness, showing the double-edged sword of ultimate power. Black Panther, symbiotic power. Black Panther, symbiote infused form is something few fans saw coming. This transformation adds layers of strength and stealth, making him nearly unstoppable. It's a fascinating take that merges Wakandan technology with alien powers. Deadpool, Zenpool. Yes, Deadpool, the merc with a mouth, had a Zen transformation. Zenpool is a version of Deadpool where he's calm, collected, and full of wisdom. It's a unique twist that brings out a totally different side of the character. Dr. Strange is Death incarnation. When Dr. Strange takes on the powers of death, he transforms into one of the most powerful beings in the universe. This transformation challenges his morality and gives him a dark, mystical edge that's truly terrifying. Wolverine as Old Man Logan. Finally, we have Wolverine's transformation into Old Man Logan. A grizzled, aged version of Logan shows a Wolverine who's been through it all. This character has a depth of experience and sorrow that no other version captures. Marvel fans, these transformations remind us of the depth and evolution that superheroes go through. Which transformation is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to LegendaryZComics for more epic Marvel breakdowns. Hey comic lovers, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more epic content. Stay tuned for more amazing comic stories right here on LegendaryZComics. Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into one of Marvel's most iconic characters, Venom. Over the years, Venom has evolved, and across the multiverse we've seen some truly wild versions of this symbiote. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 different versions of Venom in the Marvel Universe. From classic Eddie Brock to the cosmic symbiote gods. Let's get started. Eddie Brock, the original Venom. Eddie Brock is the man who brought Venom to life. After bonding with the alien symbiote, Eddie became Spider-Man's dark mirror, embodying hatred, revenge, and a twisted sense of justice. Eddie's Venom is one of the most iconic anti-heroes, transitioning from villain to protector, yet always walking the fine line between heroism and villainy. Key comic moments. The Lethal Protector era. Eddie's ultimate sacrifice in the King in Black storyline. Flash Thompson, Agent Venom. Flash Thompson, once a bully to Peter Parker, became one of Venom's most heroic hosts. After losing his legs in war, Flash was bonded with the Venom symbiote to become Agent Venom. As a government super soldier, Flash controlled the symbiote's darker impulses, creating a new, heroic path for Venom as a member of the Secret Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. Key comic moments. Flash's struggles in maintaining control over the symbiote. His journey through space as Space Knight Venom. Mac Gargan, Dark Avengers Venom. Mac Gargan, formerly the villain Scorpion, takes on the symbiote in a much darker, monstrous form. He serves as Venom during Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers, a team of villainous counterparts to the true Avengers. Max Venom is more feral and uncontrollable, leaning into the symbiote's violent, cannibalistic tendencies. Key comic moments. His time as a member of Osborn's Dark Avengers, fighting alongside corrupted versions of famous heroes. Now, for something truly insane, Venompool, the fusion of Deadpool and the Venom symbiote. In classic Deadpool fashion, this version is chaotic, unpredictable, and utterly hilarious. Imagine the unstoppable combination of Deadpool's fourth wall breaking humor with Venom's deadly strength. Key comic moments. Venompool's brutal but hilarious fight scenes, combining the over-the-top nature of both characters. In the Ultimate Marvel Universe, Venom's origins are different. Instead of being an alien symbiote, Ultimate Venom is a human-made creation designed by the fathers of Peter Parker and Eddie Brock to cure diseases. However, the experiment goes horribly wrong, creating a monstrous, uncontrollable Venom. Key comic moments. Venom's tragic connection to both Peter and Eddie's family history. His clashes with Ultimate Spider-Man. What's scarier than the Hulk? Venom Hulk. When Venom bonds with Bruce Banner, the result is an unstoppable combination of strength and savagery. In one storyline, the Hulk is taken over by the symbiote, resulting in an even more terrifying version of the Green Goliath. Key comic moments. Venom Hulk's rampage, showcasing the destructive potential of combining these. Although Null isn't exactly a version of Venom, he's integral to Venom's lore. Null is the creator of all symbiotes and the dark god behind the symbiote race. His character introduced a whole new level of cosmic horror to Venom's backstory, showing that the symbiote is part of a larger, darker universe. The epic King in Black storyline, where Null wages war against Earth. One of the wildest takes comes from the Old Man Logan storyline, where Venom bonds with a T-Rex, creating Venomsaurus Rex. This terrifying symbiote dinosaur hybrid rampages through a dystopian future, becoming a dangerous force in the wastelands. Key comic moments. Logan's epic fight with Venomsaurus in the barren wastelands of Earth. In the Venomverse, we see an entire multiverse filled with alternate versions of Venom. From Venomized versions of Captain America, Wolverine, and even Rocket Raccoon. This storyline explores what happens when the symbiote spreads to different Marvel characters. Key comic moments. The Venomized heroes joining forces against the Poisons. Cosmic Ghost Rider Venom. Finally, there's Cosmic Ghost Rider Venom. In this alternate future, Frank Castle becomes Ghost Rider and at one point bonds with Venom, resulting in a cosmic flame-powered version of the symbiote. Combining the Punisher's ruthlessness, Ghost Rider's vengeance, and Venom's strength, this version is one of the most powerful and visually stunning takes on Venom. Key comic moments. His wild adventures through space, battling against Thanos. From Eddie Brock to cosmic level gods, Venom has taken on many different forms throughout the Marvel multiverse. Whether you love Venom as a terrifying villain or a complex anti-hero, these versions show just how diverse the symbiote can be. Who's your favorite Venom? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic Marvel content. Until next time, stay symbiotic. Hey comic lovers, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more epic content. Stay tuned for more amazing comic stories right here on LegendaryZComics. Imagine a weapon so powerful that even the strongest heroes and villains tremble in its presence. Today on LegendaryZComics, we're diving into the mightiest swords in the Marvel Universe blades with histories as dangerous as their edge. From mystical enchantments to galactic destruction, these swords have shaped Marvel's greatest battles. The Ebony Blade, Background wielded by the Black Knight. This ancient sword was forged from a meteorite by Merlin himself. Known for its curse, which makes it irresistible but deadly for its wielder. Powers the ebony blade can cut through nearly anything and is virtually indestructible. However, it curses the user with a thirst for violence. The Sword of Might. Background: this sword is linked to Captain Britain. Given to those worthy of protecting the realm, the Sword of Might grants supernatural strength and endurance. Powers: only the purest can wield it without harm. It bestows heightened combat skills and resilience. The Twilight Sword. Background: created by the fire demon Surtur, this colossal sword has been used in battles to end worlds. Powers: with the potential to release destructive fiery energy, it's capable of slicing through dimensions and annihilating realms. The Muramasa Blade. Background: this Japanese sword, crafted by the demonic Muramasa, became a weapon of Wolverine. Powers: it can cut through adamantium and has the unique ability to nullify healing powers. The blade can drive its user to madness, which Wolverine has experienced. The Necrosword. Background: known as All Black, this ancient weapon is the first symbiote crafted by Null, the god of the symbiotes. Powers: the Necrosword grants godlike power, allowing the wielder to kill deities and summon shadows for combat. Excalibur. Background: a mystical artifact from Arthurian legend. Although more commonly associated with myth, it appears in Marvel as a powerful sword for heroes like Captain Britain. Powers: Excalibur grants the power of true strength, protection from dark magic, and invulnerability to the chosen hero. The Phoenix Blade. Background: fueled by the Cosmic Phoenix Force. This blade is rare and mostly associated with Jean Grey and her connections. Powers: it allows wielders to channel the Phoenix Force, giving cosmic level powers like telepathy, energy manipulation, and the ability to manipulate life itself. The Grasscutter Sword. Background: a legendary Japanese weapon with origins in mythology, wielded by Amatsu Mikaboshi. Powers: it can summon winds and is linked to powerful beings, making it especially dangerous in combat. Dragon Fang. Background: wielded by Valkyrie, this sword was carved from a dragon's tooth. Powers: Dragon Fang is nearly indestructible and has the ability to absorb souls, which grants Valkyrie immense power. The Odin Sword. Background: kept in Odin's vault. This colossal sword was created by Odin himself. It's only drawn in times of true crisis. Powers: when wielded, it's said to be capable of ending the world. The sword channels the Odin force, granting a power that rivals that of the gods. Conclusion: thanks for watching, Marvel fans. Swords in the Marvel Universe are more than weapons, they're symbols of power, legacy, and fate. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Comment below on which sword you'd choose to wield and why. Stay tuned to LegendaryZComics for more epic Marvel content, and remember, the mightiest heroes need the mightiest weapons.